The following is Spring 2012 Math 115 Test 4 number 25 and 26. Number 25. The square of a number is 12 more than the number. Find all such number. Let's see, we will do it in 4 steps. First one, let x be the number. Now, if x is the number, then the square of a number will be x squared is 12 more than the number. Okay, that's the equation. And then from there I will solve it. X squared, because it's a quadratic equation, I will set one side to be 0. And then I will factorize. It will be x minus 4, x plus 3. And then, therefore, the product of two factors equals to 0. Then x minus 4 equals 0, or x plus 3 equals 0. So the first possibility, x equals to 4, or the other possibility, x equals to negative 3. Now, finally, we will summarize this. Number 4, we have, so the number are negative 3 or 4. Okay, that's for number 25. Number 26. The sum of two consecutive negative even integers is 52. I need to explain further about this question later on, but let's answer this question first. The sum of two consecutive negative even integers is 52. Now, if we think about it, you can see right away that the sum of two negative numbers will not be positive. Right? Now, then you will say, okay, then no solution. Now, the problem is, even though you can tell right away that there's no solution or it's impossible to get those kind of numbers, I need you to show the work and prove that there's no such number. Okay, that's the issue. So let's suppose that we have that number. Let x be the smaller number, right? Because we have consecutive even integers. The first one will be x, and the second one, consecutive even integer, that will be x plus 2. Right? Now the sum of these two numbers should be 52. Now I will solve this and get a number. Right? Okay, but then you need to say that these numbers, but 25 is not, first it is not a negative number, and to make it even worse, it is not an even number. Right? Which means it is a contradiction. In other words, even if there is such number, that number will not be an even number nor a negative number. Okay, that's how we show that there's no solution. There is no such negative even integer. Okay, now why do I ask this question? I want you to know that, I want you to show me that even if you know there's no solution, you still need to be able to show why there's no such solution. Okay, and it is by solving it and show that if that solution exists, it will not be according to what the question say. Okay, that's one. The second one, actually I took this question from another question that's supposed to be the sum of the squares of two consecutive integers is 52. That's the actual question. Now, if this is the question, in other words, I add the phrase of the squares of two consecutive integers 52, then the story will be different. Let's see. Let's say let x be the smaller integer. To be more precise, the smaller negative even integer, and therefore the larger one will be, the second number will be n plus 2, because that's the consecutive even integer, like two consecutive even integer. Now, then the sum of the squares will be x squared, that's the square of the first number, and the square of the second number will be given by x plus 2 squared. That should be equals to 52. Okay, now that's actually the question that I saw, and I purposely omit of the squares of, and want to show you, want to see from you how you approach that question. Anyway, this is the setup. When I try to solve it, I will get x squared plus 4x plus 4 equals to 52. That's if I FOIL that, this is what I get. And then again, 2x squared plus 4x minus, let me move the 52 to the other side, it's minus 48 equals 0. And then from here I will factorize. It's let me take the 2 out. And then factorize further. We'll see this is x plus 6, x minus 4. Okay. Then from here we see that, oh, x plus 6 equals 0, or x minus 4 equals 0. Therefore we have x equals to negative 6 or x equals to 4. But our x is the negative even integer, right? It has to be negative, so this one does not apply. This is the number. Okay, this is the x supposed to be, and it is a negative number, it is an even number. Now therefore, what is the other number? The other number is x plus 2, right, which will give me negative 4. Now you will see that, so those numbers are negative 6 and negative 4. Okay, now you can prove a little bit. You see the sum of the squares of these two numbers should be 52. Right? Okay, the sum of those is the sum of the squares of those negative consecutive negative integers is 52. Now that's the question that's supposed to be. Now, but in the test I use this question again. I knew there's no such solution. There's no such number that give you the sum of two consecutive negative even integers is 52, but I still need to show me the work. How do you argue to me that there's no solution? Okay, this is from Spring 2012 Math 115 test 4 number 25 and number 26.